Alright, what's up? So, I've been playing a bit too much Dead by Daylight as of late. I got the game like a bit over a week ago, and I've been playing a crap ton. And I've been playing a lot of Survivor because I'm playing with friends. And one of the questions that popped into my head, obviously, I think with most people, is which character do I start off with, or which character should I play with? And I got Feng instead of playing with one of the free characters. And in this video, I kind of want to go over if it was worth it as a beginner to get the character, and maybe if there's someone else you should get as a beginner. So this is completely oriented towards new players, like very, very new, like first couple of hours basically. So first of all, is it necessary to buy a character, one of these? No, it's not. I'm gonna answer that real quickly. I haven't played a lot of them, but from what I've heard, you can try Dwight, you can try Meg. A lot of people play Claude, you can play Jake, Nia. They all have perks that work pretty well. David and Bill, I'd stay away from if you're really new to it, to the game. But yeah, all of the other characters you could play. What I would recommend to do is just go through them, like click on the character. F1 character info and read about their teachables, and then also look up what teachables are, because you might want to know what they do later on. I'm not going to get into that specifically. But yeah, for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about Feng Min. And since late game the characters are pretty much cosmetics, the only thing we really need to be talking about is her perks, is her 3 teachables. So I will go over all 3 of them and specifically explain why I think they are good or bad as a beginner. All right. So we're gonna start off with Technician. Now Technician does 2 things. So the distance at which it makes noise and the amount of noise it makes is lowered. But the main thing this perk is good for on Feng Min is that if you fail a skill check, there will be a 30 or 40 or 50% chance for the generator explosion not to make any noise. The generator will still regress, you will lose progress, but it won't notify the killer and it won't explode. It'll make a slight noise, like you'll know when it happens, and your teammates will as well, but the killer won't be alerted. 30 at rank 1, 40 at rank 2, 50 at rank 3. This is honestly one of the best perks for a beginner, because you are going to be failing skill checks a ton. At least that's what I've heard from a lot of people and have had in my own experience. When you're learning about the game, you're busy with too many things. You can't really focus on what is important at that moment, and you will just be failing skill checks. So for the very, very early stages of the game, the first 10, 15 hours maybe, this perk is amazing. All right, secondly is Lithe, or Lith. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. Personally, I haven't and don't use it because to me it seems very specific and also not amazing for like very new players, because what it basically does is if you vault a window, you'll get a speed boost of 115%, which means if you're in a chase and you already have some distance on the killer, vaulting a window is gonna make you give you a lot of distance on the killer. Thing is, as a beginner, you're not gonna know when to vault windows, when to use pallets, how to loop. Even I, who has been playing for a ton in the last couple of weeks, in the last week actually, I've been playing a ton. I still don't really understand looping or when to vault windows. So as much as this perk is situationally good, if you are gonna if you intend to use a lot of windows, it would be good. I don't think it's worth as one of your 4 perks when you're starting out. I think your perks should more be oriented towards gens, towards healing, not necessarily towards running away from a killer, because you're most likely gonna get fucked. And then the third one, Alert, is a perk that I really, really do like. Basically what it does is, wherever on the map a killer is, if he or she kicks a gen or breaks a pallet, you will be notified. You will be able to see them in like a pinkish aura for 3, I think 4 and 5 seconds, depending on what tier the perk is. Now this is mainly if you're gonna solo queue, because you won't need to rely on your team's info. Like if you're playing with friends, they're gonna tell you, hey, someone just kicked a gen, they're near me, you can just do your gen and you'll be fine. But if you're solo queuing, it is really nice to know where the killer is, and all these aura revealing perks help you with that. even in like when playing with friends, it's still pretty nice because when you're not being chased and you see a killer break a pallet somewhere on the map because they want to get rid of it or just kick a gen randomly, you can tell your team like, hey, they are, you know, near the killer shack, they're near the edge of the map, and the rest of your team will know, hey, I can just do my gens. And same for you, you know the killer is far away. The reason this is amazing early on is because you're usually going to be scared to do gens, or you're not going to know which gens to do. And if you know that the killer is on a certain spot of the map, it is going to help you a tremendous amount to know, oh, okay, they're at the other side, I can just do my gen. That in combination with Technician helps a lot because, you know, one, you know they're far away, and two, you know that if you do fail a skill check, you're not going to be punished as hard for it. Keep in mind, it's a 50% chance of it not exploding. There is a good chance it will explode. It's just that in the long run, you're going to get saved a bit more. So overall, 3 perks, I think 2 of them are really good for beginners, being Technician and Alert. I personally, I'm going to stop using Technician now that I have about 50-ish hours in the game, but I will keep using Alert until I have, you know, OP perks that I can swap it out with, because I still think Alert is good, even though I'm not rank 20 anymore. I'm kind of climbing the ranks, although not all too much. Lithe, very situational, it's not amazing. So yeah, 2 out of 3 perks are worth it. Is Feng Min worth getting as a character? I would say yes. If you've tried all of the other ones, or if you read through their perks and you don't think that they have amazing perks, I personally think Feng Min is the best beginner character you could go for, because she covers the parts that you would usually have an hard time with, like skill checks on gens and, you know, the aura, knowing where the killer is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this helped. Yeah, have fun getting chased by killers. See ya.